I need to stop making such ugly facial expressions. It'll probably never happen.
Welcome back! Hello!
Hello!
I'm Amy Rose.
I'm Savannah.
And this is
Savros! Woo!
You do wool every single time.
Do I?
Every time, without fail. So today we are actually doing a book tag.
Yay!
Cool. If you guys don't like the chopping and changing of genres and stuff,
There's literally no point in you saying.
because we like all of the things. That's not true, but a lot of the things, because the point of this channel is just to do whatever shows you who we are as people and creators and all that sort of stuff. This is just be a huge mess of everything we love, and it'd be great. What book tag are we doing?
The Ruler of Books tag.
It was created by Ariel Vicente. This tag is basically questions that are made up of, like, if you were the ruler of all books, of the book kingdom,
What degrees would you make?
we're going to be doing that tag because we thought it was interesting.
Because I thought it was interesting.
So question 1 is, what book would you make everybody read?
So for this one I picked Speak by Laurie Halse Anderson. This book is really kind of, I feel like, influential and something that people should read because it deals with topics that, without giving away too much, really affect lots of people in our society, and it's like a huge issue, and I feel like people should just read it because it's very educational.
Especially with a lot of, like, issues that have been happening recently.
Exactly. And so it kind of makes you feel a lot, and I feel like it makes you think, and it's a really good book. It's
Really good for youths.
Yeah. Youths.
And the book I picked for this question was Go Ask Alice by Anonymous, which is basically, it is a diary that people discovered of a girl who got hooked on drugs when her drink was spiked unknowingly by her with LSD at a party. Her life just became this crazy downward spiral, and this is the true diary of her that they found. I just thought it was really important thing how small things can ruin lives. Yeah. The second question is, what would you abolish from book construction?
Well, I have two. I'm gonna start with something that drives me insane. Movie covers. I hate them so much. Especially this one. I really wanted, specifically, I really wanted Warm Bodies, and all they had was the movie cover, and it's so ugly and I hate it so much. But why do we need them? Why? Why? And my second one, I don't know if they do this everywhere,
But definitely in New Zealand they do
in
this.
New Zealand they do this. Okay, so when they first released mostly like fantasy books, have you noticed? Yeah, like mostly like fantasy books in series. When they first released it,
That's not true, they do it with Jacqueline Wilson books as well.
oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, they release it in this size,
Like
so
this
like really
freaking
big.
Bigger than my head.
I mean, it's great for me because like the print is big, but like, why is this so big? I don't know. So they do that, and then they like re-release it in smaller form. So you get something like this.
On your bookshelf.
Like, it looks terrible.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to be talking about is when they slightly change and they have like mismatched cover art, or they slightly change a cover that was really great and make it really terrible. And I've got an example that just drives me absolutely insane. One of the reasons I actually wanted to start this series was because of the covers. I know that's terrible, but I loved them. And it was the Gone books by Michael Grant. I love the simplicity. Like, I'll show you what they originally looked like. I've only got the hardcover of what they originally looked like. And doesn't that look gorgeous? Isn't that beautiful? And then when I ordered the first book, because I'd seen them start to come out, and I was like, maybe if I buy it off the Book Depository, it'll give me the old covers. Yeah. It didn't. I got this. And do you know what is also really frustrating about what they did here? One, they've changed the cover and they've got stupid writing. This is on the back, it doesn't need to be on the front too. Like, why? But the other annoying thing is that with this book, with Gone, they made the pages yellow, but they didn't do different color pages for any of the other books. So I've just got one book with yellow pages and the rest have white pages.
Okay.
And I'm so confused. And then the other one that really just gets my goat.
I knew you were gonna say gets my goat.
Really gets my goat. Is love triangles. Like, they make me go insane. Like, I've never read a really, really good love triangle.
Wow.
They just make unnecessary drama. We all know that Katniss and Peeta are meant for each other, so Gale just doesn't need to be there, and also Gale is a horrific human being, so he just needs to go. But like, they annoy the heck out of me because there's one that's obviously who they're supposed to be with, but this author has put in a love triangle because they know that love triangles sell.
How many times do love triangles actually happen in real life?
True, too.
Have you ever been in a love triangle? Because I don't know.
The third question is, what author would you commission to write you any book?
My choice is Stephanie Perkins. Start off with, she has not written enough books. 3 is not enough. And also because I want her to write me another contemporary. I really do.
Because apparently your next one's gonna be sci-fi.
It's like sci-fi or like fantasy or something. I don't want a sci-fi fantasy Stephanie Perkins book. I want this. I want happy and nice. I want more contemporary from Stephanie Perkins. That's what I would do.
My choice was Laurie House Anderson. We're back here. I love how she deals with like realistic, dark issues that actually happen to teenagers and all that sort of stuff, and she just writes it from this beautifully realistic perspective. Question 4 is, what book would you demote to the library basement to make room for other books? Both these books we're in the midst of trying to get rid of at the moment.
Yeah.
That's how you can like tell that this is okay.
So Not That Kind of Girl by Lena Dunham. It's her autobiography kind of. I read it because I thought it sounded cool and people said I should read it, and then you come across some really, really weird stuff that I didn't want to read about.
This is basically the reason that we hate Lena Dunham now.
But this is not very good and I don't think anyone needs to read this, so it can go to the basement.
My one is Allegiant by Veronica Roth.
So many people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
I know all of you are gonna hate me, but this book is freaking terrible. And like, okay, see, we don't like the book Mockingjay either, but it says something that I loved that series so much that I was able to make it through Mockingjay, because Catching Fire was great and The Hunger Games was great. But Divergent was great, right? Divergent was really good. $138 pages.
Wow.
And I'll take my bookmark out of there.
She read passages aloud to me and they were pretty horrendous.
Her writing was just terrible. Her dual narrative was really badly done, in which she didn't create another voice for Four. Four basically had the exact same voice as Tress, like they spoke the same way.
That's what a lot of people have complained about.
If I didn't read out the name of the chapter to her when I'd read her bits, she would not know who was speaking. The 5th question is, what cover artist would you commission to make you a mural? And we've actually got the same answer.
This is the one we have the same answer for.
And it is Fallen by Lauren Kate. Oh my god, these covers, especially this one,
it's literally the most beautiful.
It's so gorgeous. And all of the covers are, they're just absolutely beautiful. This is my favorite, always has been.
I have no idea who drew those pictures. I mean, I'm sure we can find out if we like looked, but they're so pretty, so.
Okay, the 6th question is, what character or person in a book would you put on a coin?
My answer, because I had a hard time coming up with it, it is Augustus Waters from Fault in Our Stars. It would be nice to like preserve his legacy and,
because that's what he wanted.
Yeah, kind of give him that after he died, so Augustus.
And I've thought about this answer a lot, and my answer is Anne Frank. I'm aware she's not a character, but she is a literary figure who is so important, I think, and I absolutely adore her as a human. And so the last question, question 7, is, what book do you give the Ruler of the Books 2016 prize to? It's not the end of 2016 yet, but I have read, ironically, 16 books.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. And how many have you read?
I have read 8. It's been a really bad reading year. I don't actually have a copy of this book, but it is called Hamilton, The Revolution, or A Revolution, or something to that effect. And I swear my whole year, we're 6 months in, has been dominated by Hamilton. And I read that book, and I've never felt more inspired in my life. I feel like just watching Lin-Manuel Miranda do anything just leaves you feeling the most inspired you will ever feel. And also this story is about each member of the cast and their struggles getting where they are, and like now like so many of them are Tony winners and stuff, and so it's like it's a really inspiring story, so I do recommend people reading that if you love Hamilton.
If this part of the video looks different, it's because my battery ran out of battery.
Oh really? It
Yeah.
didn't run out of like parsley?
No, I mean, yeah, that too. And my pick is The Unbecoming of Maradaya by Michelle Hodkin. I read this one, I've been wanting to read it for quite a while, and then I did read it, and I liked it so much. This trilogy is so good. I love it. And also this cover is soft.
It is. It's really nice.
I absolutely just love just the story and the writing and Noah, and I want one.
She's having trouble.
Oh
Oh my god.
oh my god. We're done. The ruler of books tag.
Oh my god. Look at that tag.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
This one was actually
Ow.
more like had substance in it.
Yeah.
We had things to say. If you enjoy it, please subscribe to our channel for more content.
The thumbs up or whatever it is
Yeah.
they say these days.
Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Tell us what your favorite book of 2016 was, or any sort of book recommendations as well.